And some cities are more saturated with campaign ads than others. Denver is on top with almost 10,000 ads hitting the airwaves there. Las Vegas came in second. Cleveland, Ohio, third. Washington, D.C., as you can see, made that list. Norfolk, Virginia is at the bottom with over 6,000 political ads. Well, for more on the political ads frenzy, I'm joined now by Christopher Chambers. He's a journalism professor at Georgetown University. Chris, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
All right, so a lot of money being pumped into advertising. Obama spent $347 million. Mitt Romney spent more, $386 million. Has it gotten excessive?
I don't even think that's the question anymore. I think the question is, has it gotten obscene? I mean, and that's just the amount that they've spent. And that's just the amount that they themselves, their campaigns, have amassed and spent. That has nothing to do with the super PACs, and that has nothing to do with other sorts of intangibles. So if you look at, say, an outfit like Fox News, which is basically giving, you know, free PR to one candidate and then MSNBC to another, you're looking at publications, either print or online, say, you know, numerous Breitbart blogs on the right or Mother Jones and The Nation on the left. You add up the man hours there. I mean, we're talking about billions that could be, you know, productively used in the economy. And so we have no idea how much this really is adding up to. So it's beyond obscene. It's scary.
Scary, yeah. And you know what? These negative attack ads, I want to pull up this poll that shows that the majority of Americans actually don't like them. They find them frustrating, and they're sick of them. As you can see there, 78% of those polled say that they find the ads frustrating. 56% think political campaigns lack civility and respect. And 66% think candidates spend more time attacking opponents than talking about the issues. So if people don't like these negative attack ads, it makes you wonder why they keep putting them out. Because
they work. Because, you know, it's the old 100-year-old comic strip in the newspapers, Pogo, where the guy said, we have met the enemy and they are us. I mean, you know, we don't like negative attack ads, but we say we don't like them, but we like them. They appeal to fear. They appeal to that reptilian brainstem. And then we fool ourselves into thinking that it's not our reptilian brain, it's the front brain, the crinkly part that thinks, that's talking for us, and it isn't. So we say we don't like this stuff in polls, but we respond to it. Because it's, you know, it's almost, they're basically, these ads are being, the media buys for these campaigns and the super PACs, which is where the real action is, you know, using the media, because the media companies have the same boards of directors, almost the same sources of funding, the same institutional investors. So they are basically cultivating irrationality, because irrationality is a form of control. So you get poll results, and we don't like negative ads, but people watch them because they go, yeah, 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 on both sides of the spectrum. So
right, and it becomes this vicious cycle, because once one side puts out these vicious attack ads, you can't just have this imbalance and you're going to fire back, and then you just have this spewing back and forth.
Oh, exactly. The only, you know, I mean, if you want to find purity, maybe you see Barack Obama saying, well, I'm not going to use this PAC money. You know, I don't have the Koch brothers. I ask regular people over the internet for money to give me 15, 20 bucks here and there. But it all adds up and goes to the same thing. So maybe it has this less of an evil patina, less of an evil, you know, glow to it as, say, you know, the big oil and gas companies and the Koch brothers. But it's really all going towards the same thing.
Do you think there's a danger of these ads firing back, you know, people just sick of them and just tuning out, saying, I'm just sick of this?
I think people are doing that now, but I think the reason people are doing that now is because they've made up their minds, because these ads have had their desired effect, and now it's just a zero-sum game unless things are going on now. You see some of the ads now going towards, say, you know, Mitt Romney. The negative ads against Romney are, you know, capitalizing on the president and, say, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie really setting aside politics and Romney not. or you know, people still attacking over Benghazi, or denigrating the jobs numbers somehow, which I don't know how you do that, but they're attacking the jobs numbers now. So I mean, there are news items that are coming out, and those ads are glomming onto those. But I think most people have made up their minds, and they just want this to be over.
Right. They have to hold on for just a few more days.
Yeah.
You had mentioned these super PACs. I want to ask you to what extent you think super PACs, you know, made possible by the Citizens United decision, contributed to this very negative campaign that we're seeing.
There is a direct correlation, and even people on the right would say that. I mean, when you get them behind closed doors, and they have, because I have gotten them behind closed doors.
Now you're revealing.
Yeah, and you know, it has blown everything wide open. This false equivalency that somehow the unions have some kind of countervailing power, they don't, because we're talking about collective groups of people, of little people, rather than large chunks. And then, you know, and then on top of that, you have the disclosure rules, which the FCC passed, and the Republicans in the House tried to kill, but then they wised up and said, well, this doesn't help transparency, this might backfire, but those aren't going to go into effect until after the election. So who cares?
Right.
You know, so these PACs have really ginned up a lot of this negative feeling. I mean, you know, it has not, the ironic thing is that it has not freed up the candidates to produce positive ads.
Right.
They're still creating their own negative ads. So it's almost, it's almost, you know, multiplier
Chris, we are out of time. Don't mean to cut you off.
No problem.
I guess we just have to try to stay positive. It's great to have you here in the studio. That was Christopher Chambers, journalism professor at Georgetown University, and that is going to do it for now.